This whole story about LeBron James and how nobody wants to come play with him, or at least that's the assumption, as Rick Bucher pointed out, he did not write that headline.
Crazy.
When I did SportsCenter with Stuart Scott, he was, as you remember, larger than life. I'll be honest, I had a problem doing SportsCenter with him from time to time because he was so larger than life and his energy was so huge. I would go in a different direction just to balance it out. And he would jump in on my highlights every now and then, and
Right.
I had a certain way that I wanted to execute the highlight, and he would jump in, and on occasion, it would be something that was difficult for me to handle. And I'm always honest with you here, his star was brighter, and it was not easy for me to handle. And when I took the job at the NFL Network for NFL Total Access, as you know, I hosted Total Access for, about 8 years, I think? 7 years? Through the lockout when I lost most of my hair. And I remember at one point, there was a concept of having a co-host join me. Because if I'm not mistaken, at the time, our executive producer at the time was enamored with everything going on at CNN, and there were multiple hosts and crossfire this and that, all that business. And I basically said, I am done co-hosting a show. I'm done. I'm no longer, the last show in my career that I will ever co-host, in my estimation, is a sports host. If that's, other opportunities come my way, I will, as Kyler Murray would point out, take them under all advisement if I'm contractually free to do so. But as a sports host, I'm done. I am done co-hosting. SportsCenter is the last show I will ever co-host. This show, Total Access. So I can understand why somebody that is a multiple all-star with Hall of Fame aspirations or a Hall of Fame resume already would say, why do I want to come to Los Angeles and hook up with a guy who is, with Ronaldo, maybe the most famous athlete on planet Earth?
1 and 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
That you place this person anywhere on this planet, and they will attract a crowd of hundreds, thousands. Everyone knows who they are. Let me play with that guy who needs me because this is the capstone to an already all-time great GOAT career. So I can kind of understand that.
Yeah, we have about a minute left. Did you ever think about going to ESPN management and asking to be with a different?
No, never.
Did it ever get to that point?
Never.
Okay.
No. Because I also understood that what we were doing was very special.
Right.
And even though I firmly believed what I was bringing to the equation helped make it special.
Sure.
Even if other people weren't viewing that at the time, I understood what was happening was special. And I loved Stuart, but at times it was not easy sharing the rock. So I can kind of get it.
Makes sense.
Now you also know sometimes when you post videos and I'm like, could you change the copy? Because I don't like the headline very much. Bucher made that phone call, it seems, to Bleacher Report last night.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.